So, dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our session now. Keep relax your body, your neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please. And scan head to toes yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. Following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. And release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalations. Do nothing extra. So don't interfere with the natural process of your inhalation and exhalation. Just allow it to happen naturally itself. Through the sensation of it, recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. Your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. From time to time, observe and see yourself, how your posture, where your mind. Bring a little bit more attention and follow the entire continuation of the inhalations and exhalations. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalations or exhalations. Each and every inhalations and exhalations has its own different character. Some become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Sometimes inhalation becomes faster, exhalation becomes slow. Maybe exhalation becomes faster, inhalation becomes slow. So just recognize it. Don't try to interfere with it. Calming down your body, inhalations happens. Calming down your body, exhalations happens. Calming down your mind, inhalations happens. Calming down your mind, exhalations happens. Calming down inhalation itself, inhalations happens. Calming down exhalations itself, exhalations happens. Just recognize it. Your breathing, your mind, your body integrate and work each other. Just keep your attention only to the sensation and the change and the impermanent that you experience with any perception, with your mind, body, when you are breathing. Impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, and the selflessness. Observe and see and recognize. Subject and object, observer and what you observe, or your primary mental object. Everything change moment by moment. Bring your attention to your body, please, and observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. Expand the capacity little by little. To your backside. To your left side. to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, the life we experience here right now is not guaranteed, and at any time we can come to a point to experience completely something different. And even you have no idea what will happen tomorrow. So mostly our life is like, even though we have eyes, ears, feelings, it's kind of like this journey in the samsara is kind of like a sleeping walk. And you work, you keep walking here and there, and you have no idea what will happen where I try to take you. But still you interfere with some actions. And it kind of like a daydream. You experience something, but in that very next moment, it disappears. So this keep happening all the time. Eons by eons, we came through this experience, and now it is became very normal for us. And so we don't see any difference, and we feel more comfortable with that dream state. And not only you and all other people even around us, when experience the same kind of dream, and we become a part of their dream and they become part of our dream, and then we cannot even get the help out of somebody else to get out of our own dream. Why? Because we both interfere and became a part of the dream. So then you have to look end of the day, what you experience. Look your life 10 years back, 20 years back, and see so far now what you gain. And this will come to a point to end. But that end is not going to be the complete end. It is kind of like closing the chapter and we're going to start another one. But what the Buddha said, there is a way that you can come to complete end. But to come to the complete end, the very first thing you have to understand the existence. Then if you don't understand the existence, how you can end it? This is the most difficult part. So without recognizing we exist and how we exist, and we try to end things. So this existence mainly basically happening in our mind. And after that, this other everything interfere with that mental state. So there are things happening in the outside world. But when it comes to your existence, it's nothing to do with this world. It is the desire tangle with your own mind, create your own world. So then it is better you focus to that and see what is your mind. What is your mindset? And what is the passion that you develop? What is the desire you hold it to? When you look into your mind, you will see that. So then with that desire, with that intention, with that formation, that whatever you accumulate from your perception, through your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and create your very next moment. So today, this recognition became more difficult, hard. Why? Because of the lifestyle that we develop. So then here this lifestyle, the mostly became more advanced with the machines and technology and the algorithm, and with this science and mechanism. So especially after this 1.5 years, then now most of the children start online learning, and the most of our meditation and all other spiritual practice and most of things, people became more comfortable with going with the online Zooming, live streaming. And recently I saw one article. There were some terrorist groups. They used to reject all the TVs, computers, internet. It's kind of like enemies. And they used to destroy this everything, kind of like a part of the evil force. But now what happened after this pandemic, this all the terrorist groups now start to keep their friendship, their faith, and start to worship with the internet and the live streaming computers, TVs. And now they became more friend with series. And even the people in day-to-day life now, and rather than human communication, human arguments, and more than human debates. At home, personally, in your car, maybe in your bedroom, or even while you're cooking, sometimes you have very friendly conversation or the arguments, disappointment, or the debate with the series and the Erica. And the people have word fight. And sometimes they are more friendly and they more trust the series or the Erica. And sometimes I have seen when people having conversation and when they come to a kind of like to find the answer for a problem, rather than human conversation, they go and, okay, let's go and see what the Erica says. So what the series says. And they more trust that. See that little by little where we keep going and what is happening to us. And what will deeply, going to happen to our human abilities. So then once you become more friendly and more associate, and while you are spending more time with these kind of things, what will happen? Your mind start to become like that. That's why when the people start to play with these video games, now it start to become the 3D games. So now it is more, it's come to a kind of like a real experience. And then now what will happen, then little by little, their mind start to caught up in that visual creations and the visual world. And then when it comes to the real life, their eyes, ears, their senses, sometimes having hard time to adjust with this natural process. Why? Because with this high volume, high vibration, and once you go with that, what happening? Then later you start to disconnect with this natural human process. So this is a new reality that we all experience. But when it comes to the meditation, what you have to understand, when it comes to the real life, that all this real life depends on the condition of your mind. So that condition of your mind always depend on the abilities you develop within your own mind, which we call profitable skills. So otherwise, your life just going to become kind of like a piece of dust in this entire universe. It's just keep changing and moving, no direction, no path, and there is no end. So when you become a human being, you no need to be like that. So you are more capable to become than dust. You are more capable to find your purpose and find your path and make it very clear, and becoming a better person for you and for entire humanity. So in a way, it is a responsibility, and another way it is a privilege. So then when it comes to your life, always remember, the meditation is a kind of like a method that you develop, a natural process in your mind to cultivate with your own awareness to a higher level. And it always going to bring something good to yourself and at the same time to this entire universe. So in day-to-day life, when you look around you today, and to maintain your life, you can get many help out of a lot of materials. And at the same time, you can get the help out of the lot of people even. There are a lot of things that to make our life more comfortable. There are a lot of consumer product trying to make our life more easier. So with this all, you have to remember one thing. By time, you will get old. And no one can escape from that. So when you get old, what will happen? This entire world going to change for you. This entire world going to disconnect from you. Maybe when you cannot see anymore, then all the material things become totally different. When you cannot hear, all the material things going to become something else. When you slow down your mobility, and maybe sometimes even when you cannot walk yourself, when you cannot do your own cleaning, and your life going to be completely different. But still, there is a possibility. Even with these physical things, you can get help. And you can get help out of somebody to clean your body, and you can take a wheelchair and you can hire somebody to take care of you and go here and there. And maybe you can put some machines to catch the sound. There are many ways. And even with the multivitamin, without heavy food, and maybe you can survive. And so that things is possible. But still, there is something out of this all. You can work with this all the material physical world. But out of this all, there is something that going to have a battle itself alone. And no one can help for that. What is that? That is your mental state, your mind. So then, the whatever you practice today, and it become a protection, and it's going to be a guardian angel for yourself in your future. So then out of this all, what is the most important thing that you have to practice to you? And there was a deity, angel came to Buddha one day and asked a question, and 4 questions actually. So what he asked, Kinsu yava jara sadhu, kinsu sadhu patitita, kinsu naranang ratanang, kinsu chorehi duvara. Kinsu yava jara sadhu. When we get old, what is the most important thing that we have to protect? Kinsu sadhu patitita. And what is the development we should have in our life? Where we should hold our mind. Kinsu naranang ratana. And what is the most valuable, auspicious, and what is the most valuable gem that you should have? What is the most highest valuable thing you should gain to yourself? Kinsu chorehi duvarang. And what is the thing that you can accumulate yourself, which any thieves or the kings or the angry people, gangsters cannot take away from you? So then, rather than when we look at these questions, and it is kind of like you can apply to this all to this material world. So this deity gave the question from the material world, but the Buddha transformed it to the spiritual world. So from these material things and Buddha transformed it to psychological things. And then what the Buddha said? Silanyava jarasadu. That discipline, self-discipline, yourself, whatever you practice, going to be help for you when you get old. Silanyava jarasadu, saddha sadhu patittita. And the other one is the conviction, the faith that you develop in your mind. And it will give you the stable foundation to your mind. Panya naranang ratana. And for a human being, the wisdom is the most highest gain that you can have. Punyan chorehi duvara. And any thief, any king or the angry person or the gangster cannot take the merits you earn by yourself. So then when it comes to your life, you have to remember that whatever you develop in your mind, end of your life, that's going to become more helpful for you. So then, rather than waiting for tomorrow, you have to remember, do something for you right now, right here. So that is very important. There was a monk, and he had a very large group of students. And he was very famous even around the cities. And everybody used to believe him as an enlightened master. There is a way, like, even though sometimes when the monks attain to enlightenment, they don't tell about it. So during the Buddha's time, mostly they come to visit the Buddha, and then the way the Buddha addressed them, and then other monks recognize, oh, this monk enlightened. But after the Buddha passed away, and that tradition disappeared, when the monks attain to enlightenment, and mostly they don't tell it to anybody, I'm enlightened, like that way. But there is a tradition, when they going to pass away, end of their last few hours, they give the most of the valuable teachings to the students, and then themselves they declare their enlightenment. And mostly when there is a tradition, the most of the people gather around the enlightened master while his last few hours and get the blessings and get the teachings from. So there was this old monk, very old, and he used to have a lot of hundred students, and he was very famous around the city, and people used to believe he is enlightened master. So now it came to his last few hours. And then the news went around the city, and people start to gather around his temple and get the blessings, and at the same time to hear his last wisdom words. So then few students came to this old monk to his bed and told, Venerable Sir, all the city, all the people gathered now and waiting outside. So it is better now you give your wisdom and tell them whatever your last word. So then old monk asked, why they gathered here like that? Why they came to see me? Because they believe you are enlightened. So the old monk told, I'm not enlightened, I'm just a monk. Go and tell them that I'm not enlightened. It was a kind of like a huge gathering, 100 people. And then the students having a trouble because they cannot go and tell this. And they told again to this the old monk, Venerable Sir, how we can tell that? Because all this time, they used to think that you are enlightened. And they used to follow your old teachings. And if we tell now you are not enlightened, what will happen? They get disappointed and maybe they give up their practice. That is not good for them. Then they become helpless. So we cannot go and tell you are not enlightened. This will break their heart. It will make them disappointed. And it will affect for their practice. So then do something. So then old monk, if it is so, let's do this. So then he told, help me to sit. So then few monks came and hold him and put some pillows around him and allow him to sit properly. So see, even he that much old, because himself even he cannot sit. So then he start to practice meditation. Get into the tranquility state, first absorption, second absorption, third absorption, fourth absorption. So in that way, little by little, get out of the five hindrance and total tranquility state, and then Nirodha Samapatti, and then he attained to the enlightenment. And after a few hours, a few minutes, and he told, okay, now tell them to come. I'm going to give my final last words. Then the monks were shocked and asked, see that now it's kind of like, 20 years, 30 years, you used to teach for us. And you have a lot of students and you didn't enlighten. But in these few minutes, how you gain this? What is the secret for that? It is better you teach that technique for us. So the monk, this enlightened monk told, forget about it, don't ask me. Just tell them to come and I'll give the blessings and then I will end my journey here, right now, right here. So then, but still the monk told, no, please. It will help for us also. Because otherwise we may keep struggling in our life. So look, within few minutes, you just got the enlightenment. Maybe there is some secret shortcut. Please teach us. So then the monk, this enlightened monk told, there's nothing secret. But what I did, I reflect on my own self-discipline. It helped me to tranquilize and have the undisturbed mind and tranquilize my mind. That tranquility state helped me to get out of the five hindrance. And out of that, for once I get out of the five hindrance, and I attain to the first absorption, second absorption, third absorption, fourth absorption, and the Nirodha Samapatti. And the body, mind, the breathing, and come to the zero level. And from there, I recognized and understood each and every moment exists here, right now, impermanent, and have the unsatisfactory nature. And each and everything I experience within me, selfless, everything depend on according to cause and effect. So this story tells us the self-discipline, how it helped for us. Even though this physical body becomes so weak, even though this material world going to change, end of your life, remember, the whatever the self-discipline you develop in you become the most powerful tool for you. And maybe you will lie down on the bed. You cannot move here and there. You cannot eat anything. And no one around you. You are alone, only maybe the machines and the beep sound. No one to have a communication. No one may be going to understand anything what you say. But when you that whatever the self-discipline you build up from here right now, if you make it very clear for your life and day by day, and that will help for you. So then remember, it is your personal responsibility. Look into and get something and start to practice yourself something. And for any reason, don't break that. Keep it with you. Another thing is the conviction or the faith, the trust that you develop regarding the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, or the teachings, overall your practice. Make it very clear. Like a shining diamond. Don't have any doubt regarding it. Work for that. Make it very clear yourself. The path that you walk, make it very clear. You know where it goes and how it works. And the wisdom that itself, and get out of yourself from the greed, hatred, and the delusion, and you know yourself. In you, you purify yourself, your greed, your hate, or the anger, or the grudge, and the ignorance. Work yourself, purify yourself, and don't have any doubt or don't have any kind of dark spot in your wisdom path. So today you have time for that. It is not about knowing this everything in this outside world. Just know within yourself regarding your own experience. That is the most important part. Recognize that what you experience in your life and get into the self-realization, not the universal realization. Once you recognize, once you complete with the self-realization, then you will see how other things happen. And the fourth one is, and develop a very strong meritorious life. Because our life happening in day-to-day life, there are a lot of people sacrifice and there are a lot of people help for us. So then yourself, do something. And while you're doing that, you have to be very careful not to help to influence the greed, hatred, or the delusion. So when you do something for others, always remember, do something to reduce the greed, hatred, and the delusion. For somebody, maybe someone will get the help out of it. So then when you reflect on that, you will see how it works. So when you do something with the good heart, it has so much power. Even it is go beyond this physical world, material world. There are many, many stories that try to tell us the power of the giving. So then yourself, very nature of us is accumulating with the self-centered mind. But remember, by the time everything will change. But then if you able to fund, if you able to help, if you able to develop something good for this entire community or the country or the world or the universe, to someone to get help and get out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. And that will help for the entire community, and then you are contributing to this entire community of the Sangha and the Buddha's dispensation. And that's going to be the best contribution to the human civilizations. So then it is your responsibility to look around and see and how you build up while you having the strength, abilities, using that, do something good. So there is a true story. There was a young man, and that it was a rainy day. So this young man walked in this rainy day, and then he saw a middle-aged woman and tried to fix her car. Something happened that the car stopped in the middle of this rain, and she get out and got wet, and somehow she don't know even what to do, and she tried to fix her car. So this young boy came to this woman and asked what happened. So this woman told, this stop, I just coming from the high court, and so this she started to tell the story, and she was a teacher, and then somehow she had a divorce case, and then that everything settled down. Now she's free, so she's going home, and so her car stopped and she don't know what to do. So this young boy told, he's a mechanic. So what he told, okay, let me try. And she start to look, and then he fixed it. And he fixed it and told, you cannot drive this more than 10 miles. It again going to stop. But you think another 6 miles, there is a garage. So he gave the directions and told, just drive to that garage. Don't go anywhere else. And once you go, this will help for you to go there. And once you go there, they will fix. And he write down his name, and then so like that. And he gave all the directions, and she drove the car to the garage. And before she leave, and it was a great help for her, and she tried to give some money for this young boy. And he told, no, I don't need money. I just help you. So this woman told, no, I want to do something because it is a great help for me at this moment. So, but he told, no. If you really want to do something, whoever you meet, wherever you go, whoever you meet, if you feel you want to help for somebody, just help for that person. And this boy gave that lesson, and she was so happy to hear. And after her miserable, marriage life, she got free, and now she got the first lesson to see there are some good people in this society. See, this young boy in the middle of the rain came and fixed my car and even didn't ask anything. Even I tried to give some money, even he said no. And now she was thinking about it and drove the car to the garage. And her felt something in her heart because she felt kind of like she's special. She's receiving something. And she drove to the garage and they fixed the car. And then the rain over and then she start her journey going. And on the way she felt so hungry and then she went to a place to eat. So when she entered there, the waiteress came, there was a woman. And she saw, while serving to her, she saw this woman is pregnant. And she having some difficulties, but still she worked. So then she asked from her, you pregnant? Why you don't take leaves? Why you work like this? And then she smiled and with the happy face and she was kind of like enjoying and she told, during this time, no one come to work and I just work here and this my boss need the help and at the same time we are poor and we don't have that much money and it is a good opportunity for me to work. And then she enjoying and she is happy. And while seeing that, she start to see, look how good people. And even there are many difficulties, hard time, but still they try to see some good in that situations. Now she got the second lesson. And then she was so touched with this all. And then before she leave, she gave a $10,000 check as a tip for this pregnant woman because she was so happy. And one guy came and fixed the car and then this and he didn't take anything and then this woman came and then telling the story and she helping for the boss and the place and even she pregnant, the poor, it doesn't matter, she's enjoying, happy. And seeing this, she felt so happy and she gave $10,000 tip check. And then she left. And that day, this pregnant woman took the check and went to the owner of the shop and saw it, and he became so happy. And so then she went home with that check. And that day, the husband was there and lying down with little bit unhappy face and told, oh, honey, I didn't get today any job because it's raining. And I couldn't find anything today and no money nowadays. And then she told, don't worry, that something happened today and this, I got this check as a tip. And then he looked into that and he became so happy. And then later, in that check, the address was there. So then later, they went and visited this woman, this teacher, and the boss, and the pregnant woman, and her husband. And then when they go there, the husband recognized this woman. And suddenly, when he saw and he told, oh, I know you. Then the teacher asked, how you know me? Well, remember that rainy day, I fixed your car? So this young mechanic guy her wife used to work, and she was pregnant, and she used to work for a place. And see that whatever the good he did, the way it returned to his own hands is totally different. And even the 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 owner of that hotel, and he also visited this woman. And he was a young boy and young man and very wealthy man. And he saw this, how generous this teacher, this middle-aged woman. And they start to have the friendship, and they start to date, and they got married. The first marriage, this teacher, she got divorced because she didn't have children. And because of that reason, they divorced. But they got married with this new partner, and she had, in the first time, she had twins, two children. See that? That it's a story. It's happened here in this time period, that how your generosity can bring things together. The beauty is becoming generous. It has power to bring the right things together. So when you have the greed, hatred, anger, it always bring the wrong things together. That, as we know, the ultimate path, the liberation or the nibbana, to go into this, we all have to walk in the right path. So the right path is another way. When you able to recognize and put the right things at the right place at the right time, and that is the ability yourself, you develop your right path. So the generosity is a one way that you develop that path. Another thing is the faith. When you develop the faith, conviction, understanding, recognition very clearly, and that also helps you to bring the right things together. Another one is when you have the self-discipline yourself, and that also will help you to get out from the wrong things and stay with the whatever the right things. And when you able to maintain these three things, generosity and the conviction or the faith and the self-discipline, when you recognize this value of these three things, and when you maintain it constantly, again and again, when you repeat it over and over and over, knowingly, consciously, that itself becomes the part of the wisdom. So then these all four pillars, all four parts completes, then naturally your liberation, your transformation, your ultimate bliss of Nibbana become more closer to you. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayu sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idhamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuntutu. Bless you.